These are in the floor of my Jeep. We got them out. Stainless one. I'm gonna see if they'll take a return on it when it's already been installed, or store credit rather, because they're a used parts store. And it came out perfect. I've got the backing nut for it too. I forgot to record because I was doing the intense concentration thing. I did not want to do this a third time. Having to take out fresh 5200 through holes and redo them once after just removing the old ones, it was plenty. So let me flip this around, I'll show you. You can see where the gasket was perfectly formed on the stainless one that I had to take off because it was stainless. Look how, I don't know if the camera's gonna show how perfect that little bump is right here. Just beautiful. I have to take it off still. Bummer. But it formed a perfect gasket. And on the one that I thought I broke the seal on and the little gasket didn't work out, that is in fact exactly what happened. It did not. I'm really glad I didn't put it back in the water. I'm glad I trusted my gut here. Took it out to rebed it. This is one of those things that I would just rather be safe than sorry on. It's like a mess right now, but that's okay. I'm going to take a knife to it when it's dry and clean it up a little. These are both bronze. I know that's really brightly colored, but it's fresh from the factory, so shiny new bronze. This one's been sitting in the store for a little bit, so it looks like true bronze. But we got both of these through-hole fittings in today. Look at that. There's no broken line or anything where I might have broken the seal. They went in beautifully since I had a helper today on the outside with the little cone tool to hold them in place. It makes life infinitely easier. Trying to do it myself with a spanner wrench based on a YouTube tutorial that I saw, that's a great idea in theory, but in practice it just did not work for the tiny little space that I have in there. Just did not. There's no space to hold one wrench and then turn the other one. It just was a nightmare. So having helper helped a lot, immensely, and these are both in and have a proper seal, and I am happy, and I will sleep a lot better now that I've taken the stainless one out below the waterline. So no more stainless here. They're both bronze and they both have a proper seal. So hurrah. Okay folks, I don't have enough battery left for the light, which is unfortunate, because I want to show you that I put the plugs in and it's got some pink waterline Teflon tape between the plugs and the ball valves here, and they all have room to operate freely, and they're in. The seals are formed nicely. The only thing that I could not get was this piece right here that goes between the sink drain overboard and it's like a 3/4 inch to 3/4 inch threaded to 3/4 inch pipe fitting. And it has to be straight because I don't have very much hose left, and the only one they had was a 90-degree angle at the store, so I had to order that, but I can put that in when it's back in the water. It'll be just fine. I just won't have a functional sink in my head until then, which is unfortunate. I've got a green interior, and then the outer, my sail covers and my bimini cover, it's all brown. So I figured this color scheme would go well. I haven't peeled off the backing yet. It's semi-transparent. I'm just hoping that it's as pretty as I'm hoping it will be. Okay, all my fake stained glass is on, and the wood is back on here to trim. They're looking good. Let's see from the inside. It looks pretty okay. Small issue of the day. I might have to cut into my ceiling panel a little bit just to try to figure out what the mast step support deal looks like under here. I took the old one off and it's held in with just screws, so I'm thinking that's like how it'll go back in, but we'll see. Okay, here is where my old mast steps sat, and this is what was holding them in. And since I can't access underneath the ceiling right now without cutting a hole in it, I don't really know what they were screwed into. It looks like just fiberglass. So here it is. Here's the old step. But it doesn't work for this mast, and it looks like it was on its last legs anyway. It's awfully corroded, and it came up without a pry bar, which I think probably is not a great sign. She is all cleaned up. The old step right here. And I gave the welder the dimensions of where the screw holes already were, so we're just going to reinstall the new mast step exactly where the old one was. I told him there needed to be at least a 2-inch hole in the center for wiring to go through. I measured it. He said okay. I told him that was a minimum, not a maximum, so we are just going to try to get this thing going. Hopefully I don't have that much longer in the boatyard because I'm paying by the day. Okay, so I've run into one of my first real crazy snags because I fucking hate rats. Domesticated rats, cute. Wild rats that can potentially give you like rabies and the plague, less than cute. I've got an entire nest of newborns over here. And everything's moved around. And Mama's in here somewhere and I have no idea where, so I just haven't been moving a lot of shit around. I've got an exterminator coming in the morning. I don't want to move this nest around because Mama is, like I said, she's here somewhere. Some fucking where. And they're like newborns. I'm a little afraid. Yeah, okay, I'm a lot afraid. I'm not going to move this mess of stuff, but if you're familiar with rats, you know that that looks like a typical rat's nest. Everything in here going in the garbage. I was keeping dog food on the boat here for Ham, and that's what I think drew them in, because they chewed their way through the dog food container, even though it was super thick plastic. The thick plastic does not save it. Oh, here we go. Here's some rat shit that's like new. Anyway, exterminator coming at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm out of here. For now, I'm not getting any more fucking projects done till that's taken care of. I am